The Bible makes it clear in Luke 6:38 that giving is not just a noble act, but a spiritual law. Give, and it shall be given unto you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, shall men give into your bosom. Many people struggle in life, not because they lack money, resources, or opportunities, but because they have never truly understood the power of giving. Giving is not just about finances. It includes kindness, love, forgiveness, and time. And yet, many are trapped in a mindset of scarcity, believing that holding on to what they have will make them secure. But God's system does not work that way. The more you give, the more you receive. This is why Acts 20:35 tells us, "It is more blessed to give than to receive." The blessing is not just in receiving something back. It's in the transformation that happens inside you when you become a giver. But let's be honest, giving is not always easy. What if you don't have enough? What if people take advantage of your generosity? What if you give and nothing happens? These are the fears that hold many people back. But the Bible shows us examples of people who gave sacrificially and were rewarded beyond their imagination. Think of the widow of Zarephath in 1 Kings 17:8-16. She had only a handful of flour and a little oil left, yet she gave her last meal to the prophet Elijah. What happened next? Her jar of flour and oil never ran dry throughout the famine. This proves that giving out of faith, even in lack, attracts supernatural provision. God is never a debtor. When you give, He multiplies. Jesus Himself demonstrated the ultimate act of giving. He gave His life for us. John 3:16 says, "For God so loved the world, that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in Him should not perish, but have everlasting life." If God, the Creator of heaven and earth, could give His most precious gift, how can we not follow His example? Jesus also fed 5,000 people with just 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. But how did the miracle happen? A small boy gave his lunch. That small act of giving led to an overflow, where everyone was fed, and 12 baskets of leftovers remained. This is how giving works in God's kingdom. What you release multiplies. Sadly, some people only give to receive something in return, as if God were a slot machine. But true giving comes from the heart, without expecting anything back from men, only trusting God's promises. 2 Corinthians 9:6-7 says, "He which soweth sparingly shall reap also sparingly, and he which soweth bountifully shall reap also bountifully. Every man according as he purposeth in his heart, so let him give, not grudgingly or of necessity, for God loveth a cheerful giver." Giving should be joyful, not forced, and giving should not be done with a selfish heart, but as an act of worship and obedience to God. Many wealthy people still feel empty because they hoard instead of giving. But those who give freely, no matter how little, experience divine fulfillment, peace, and an open heaven. So, my question to you is this: are you a giver or just a receiver? Do you give your time, resources, love, and forgiveness? Or do you only expect blessings without sowing any seeds? The truth is, giving is not a loss, it is a gain. When you give, you activate a supernatural flow of blessings. The more you release, the more God increases. And don't forget, giving is not just about money. Some of you need to give forgiveness to those who hurt you. Some need to give love to those who are broken. Some need to give your talents to serve others. The Bible says in Proverbs 11:25, "The generous soul will be made rich, and he who waters will also be watered himself." Start giving today, not out of fear, but out of faith. And watch how God opens doors blesses you beyond measure, and fills your life with abundance. Give, and it shall be given unto you.